Today's section is email address. Here, email means electronic mail. We can create email IDs for Gmail and Yahoo and etc. Here, I want to explain few things about the email address. In the email address, we have two different parts. The first one is the user ID and the second one is the domain name. Here we have two parts. The first one is the user ID and the second one is domain name. And here I am taking the sample example. That means chambers.bsc@gmail.com. This is one of the examples, and the second example is chambers.bcom@gmail.com. Here you can see the user ID and domain name in this mail address. That means chambers.bsc is an user ID and gmail.com is an domain name. Here I am writing the domain name and the user ID over here, and user ID is a chambers.bsc is a user ID and the domain name is Gmail. And here you can find one dot over here after the Gmail, and this is the top level domain name. So for the domain names we use the dot symbol over here. This .com is a top level domain name. So we have 3 level domain names and 2 level domain names also. Here I am taking the .com, that means this is a 3 level domain name. And here chambers.bsc is an user ID, and for the another example chambers.bcom is an user ID. For the domain name is same for the two examples. If I create another example for the same college, means in this example I didn't create any group name separately. Here I am creating the college name only. That means chambers@gmail.com. Here you have to notice one thing. At the first example, I am taking the BSc as a group, and the second example, I am taking the BCom as a group, and in the third example, I didn't create any group name over here. Just I created the college name for the Gmail address. Or if you want to create some other name, means you can create very easily. Here, for creating the Gmail address or email address, there will be some restrictions over here. The first restriction is the email or not case sensitive. That means if you are creating some letters with the capital letters for creating the Gmail account, means it will take it as a small letter only. Or if you are creating the Gmail as small letters, means it will taken as the small letters only. That means if I am creating some Gmail address like chambers@gmail.com, means if I create mail address like this, means it will be categorized into a small letters only. There is no difference between the capital letters and the small letters in the mail address. And if I create C as a capital, that means first letter as a capital and G as a capital .com, means there is no difference over here. That means the first letter capital also taken it as a small letters only. There is no capital letters and small letters in the email address. Here that means email address is not a case sensitive. That means if you are creating with capital letters means again and again if you are typing that email address with the capital letters means there is a no use. That means it is taking it as a small letter only. Either you can type it in capital letters or there you can type it in small letters also. There is no restrictions for the capital letters and the small letters. At the time of creating, if you create the email address as a capital letters, after logging purpose also, you have to create it as a capital letters means this is a wrong process. Either if you are creating a mail account with capital letters, for that login purpose, you can create it with a small letters also. At the first time, you can create it with the capital letters or again log in with the small letters. Either small letters, there is no restrictions for the capital letters and the small letters. And for this is the first instruction that is not a case sensitive. And the second instruction is you can add some numbers in the email address or you can add some symbol like that means you can add dot symbol over here or you can add the numbers or you can add the text over here. That means here uppercase and lowercase will be accepted. Uppercase letters and lowercase letters will be accepted. There is no difference between the uppercase and the lowercase letters. And the second instruction is you can enter text, numbers, and that means symbol like dot. It will accept text, numbers, and dot. Here you can see that chambers or the text, that means alphabet. Here I displayed the dot over here. If I want to create some other mail ID means here I am creating some other mail ID like chambers 20@gmail.com. If I am creating this email ID like this means it will be accepted. That means it will take the numbers also over here. And at the first example, that means here chambers as only text over here. This example is for text and the second example is for the text plus dot symbol over here. And the third example, here you can see text, comma, number. Or another example I am creating over here, either you can combine these three at same email ID. That means chambers dot degree 20@gmail.com. Here we can notice that chambers is a text and dot is a symbol, again text, and 20 is a number. I created the Gmail account, that means I created the mail ID with following these three functions. That means text, number, and dot. I created the mail IDs with separate instructions. That means I created the mail ID with only text, only numbers I didn't create. Text and numbers I created, and the next example is text and dot. Either only we didn't create mail ID for the numbers, either combination of text and numbers or either combination of text and dots. There is no combination between the numbers and dots or numbers separately or dots separately. There is a combination between the text over here. This is the different domain names over here or different mail user IDs over here. And the second one is the domain name. This gmail.com is a domain name. That means here you can see this Gmail is a domain name. For this Gmail, here I mentioned the domain name over here. Other different domain names also available, that means Yahoo or Outlook mails or different mails or available here. Here I am taking the example as per Gmail, that's why I am created the Gmail account for this user ID, and here you can notice the domain name as Gmail. And the next three-letter word over here. After completing the Gmail, here you can notice one dot over here. For the domain name, you can notice the dot is the user ID. That means email ID. That means this is the user ID, separation with the @ symbol and a domain name, and the last one is the top level domain name. And here you can create some other domain name over here for the instruction purpose. For if you are creating for an organization, means here you can create, instead of .com you can create .org. For the purpose only, here the top level domain names will be changed. If I am creating my personal mail ID, means for that personal mail ID also, here the three-level domain name hold.com will be available. And for the college purpose also, here I am creating, just for creating the .com, or if you want to create .org, means for that purpose you can use this top level domain name. And for the user ID and the domain name, there will be a @ symbol over here. This @ symbol will be separate the user ID and the domain name. Here this is an @ symbol. Some of the people will call it as an @ symbol. This is not an @ symbol. This will be called it as a @ symbol. For the separation purpose, the @ symbol is used for the Gmail. If this chamber name I created in the email ID, this user ID will be selected or it will be displayed at the recipient's mailbox. If I am opening the mail for my personal or for other purpose, the chambers will be appeared at my recipient's mailbox. That means in my mailbox, the chamber's name will be appeared over here. Or if you created mail ID and if you want to send mails from another person, means if some other person send you a mail, means that email address with user ID will be appeared in your recipient mailbox. This is a chambers is an user ID, and this user ID will be used for the recipient mailbox, or it will be displayed in the recipient mailbox. And this @ symbol will be separation purpose, and the Gmail is a domain name. That domain name will be connected to the system over the internet, or if the computer is with the internet service, that will be take you into some domain name. That means here I created the domain name as Gmail, that's why it will be taken you into a Gmail address. Or email message components will be separated. In that time I will discuss more about this Gmail, that means at the domain name. And here you can see the third instruction as it won't allow any space over here. That means you can check the email addresses, whatever I wrote in the board. That means chambers.bsc, there is no space. Chambers.bcom, there is no space. And chambers, there is no space. Chambers.degree20, there is no space in between them. And the chambers@gmail.com, there is no space in between the letters. That means Gmail or email address won't accept the spaces. That means spaces are not allowed. These are the 3 instructions. According to these instructions only, we have to create the email address. And these are the different conditions, and we can create the email address as per the user requirement. And if the user want to create the email address with his date of birth, means as usual he can create it with the date of birth. That means here I am creating Chambers, and here I am creating the 2020 at gmail.com. By using the year also we can create the email address. Why you are creating the year in the email address means some of the people will mention the year over here or the day over here. That means in the birthday they will take the day over here or year over here. Why they will take the year or day means for the remember purpose only it will be taken. If he takes some other number over here means they will forget for after a long time. They will forget for the long time. If he created the email address with his date of birth means it will be rememberable. That purpose only we created the email address for the remember purpose only we are creating the email accounts. Here I want to create the email address with group over here or separately or with number or for the year. These are the different examples I am taken from different ways I am created the Gmail examples over here. I am following all these instructions. I am following all these 3 instructions and I created the Gmail addresses over here. These are the email address. And the second topic is the domain name. In this section, you can see the top level domain names and the 2 level domain names and 3 level domain names. And the next one is domain names. Domain names. Here we have top level domain names, that is 2 level domain name and the 3 level domain name. Here what is a domain name? Domain is the name of the network or computer that is linked to the internet. That means link will be connected to the internet. That means I already told you about the Gmail. If the internet is connected to your computer means then it will be taken into this Gmail space. This is the domain name. For this domain name we have top level domain names and the 2 level domain names. Here I am taking the top level domain names, that means 3 level domain names and the 2 level domain names. Here 3 level domain name, that means domain name. Here I am taking, that means .com. For this .com there will be a meaning also. Here the first one is the .com. For each and every purpose or each and every person will be created some of the email accounts. For each and every mail, the end will be the .com. The .com is an US commercial business or a company or commercial purpose. That means .com is a commercial. For this commercial purpose, we are creating the email accounts. And the second one is GOV. What is the meaning of the GOV is, this is a governmental agency. The first one is the commercial commercial purpose, and the second one is the government agency. And the next one is the EDU, that means education institutes. The next one is the EDU. This domain name is used for education institutes. The first one is the commercial purpose, and the second one is the government purpose, and the third one is for educational purpose. That means educational institutes will be created the three-level domain name as EDU. And the next one is the ORG, MIL and INT also. ORG means non-profit institutions. ORG, MIL. ORG means non-profit organizations, and MIL means military. And next one is the INT, that is an international international. Here I created the first one is the three-level domain names. These are the three-level domain names. The first one is the .com, second one is the .gov, and EDU, ORG, MIL and INT. These are the different three-level domain names. Here you can notice the another one as NET. That means NET is a network provider, and these are the different top-level domain names available in the email addresses which we are used for creating such email addresses. And this is a network provider, and the second one is BIZ also. NIT is for network provider, and BIZ is for business purpose. These are the three-level domain names. .com, number of people will use this three-level domain name, and each and every person has an email ID. For that email ID, at the last you can notice this .com over here. That means this is a commercial. Any person can use this three-level domain name. And GOV. If I create some mail ID with GOV means it is impossible. For that purpose, for what purpose this GOV will be used means the government sectors will be used the GOV three-level domain name. For the purpose only this type is created. If for the education purpose, that means institute purpose means they will create the EDU over here. Either non-profit purpose means ORG, that means for organizations purpose, ORG will be used, and military will be used as three-level domain name as MIL, and INT means international purpose. Either international means you have to create it means that INT will be used, and for the network providers will use the .net. And the last one is the business over here. For business purpose, we will use it as the BIZ. These are the three-level domain names over here. And we have two-level domain names also. And here you can see two-level domain name. And for the two-level domain name, it will be categorized as country name. That means the two-level domain names are the US, UK, Malaysia or DA. That means that country names will be appeared here. The two-level domain names are US, UK or DE, and then the ML. And these are the two-level domain names. Here, for each and every two-level domain name, there will be a country name over here. For US, the United States or United Kingdom, and the third one is Germany, and the fourth one is the Malaysia. And here, I'm writing the country names: United States, United Kingdom, and Germany, and Malaysia. These are the different country names with different two-level domain names. That means here I am using the domain names over here for the purpose of country name. And the first one is the United Kingdom. The second one is the United Kingdom, and the first one is the United States, and the second one is the Germany, and the last one is the Malaysia over here. And these are the three-level domain names, and these are the two-level domain names. Or you can see over here, that means I wrote the spelling mistake over here, Malaysia. And these are the different two-level domain names and three-level domain names. For that purpose only we created this two-level and the three-level domain names. If you want to create some other Gmail account with this three-level domain name means for that purpose only. For military purpose means you have to use the MIL as a domain name, or for international purpose means we have to use the INT. For either country wise means you have to use it for a country wise means for United Kingdom means we have to use the shortcut, that means the two-level domain name as UK. Or for the United States means you have to create the domain name as US. For the purpose only we have to create it. For the personal purpose I have to create an email ID means if I am using the email ID with the domain name .us means it is not correct. Why? Because means for this purpose I didn't create any country over here. I belongs to an Indian country. For that purpose I didn't go for the United States. That means if I am a student means, or if I am a working in some other institute means for that purpose also I have to create this commercial one only. If I am running any organization means then I can use this ORG. If I am running some educational institutes means then I can use this EDU. Or if I am an employee in government sector means I have a right to create a Gmail ID with the domain name as .gov means then I can use this .gov domain name. These are the two-level domain names and the three-level domain names. And the next one is the email message components. And the next one is email message component. Email message components. In this email message components, we have two parts. The first one is the email header and the second part is the email body. We have two different parts. The first one is the email header and the second one is email body. You can see this email header and email body in the following diagram. Here I am taking the email message component over here. At the starting, you can see the email header. That means from address to address. You can see from to subject CC BCC over here, and date also will be available. Date. These are all the email headers. This part is an email header part. Up to here, this is a email header. After completing the email header, at the down section is totally is a email body. And in this email body, you can see the greetings over here, and then the text over here, or you can write something. That means hi, hello is also a greetings for that. And here I am creating and then the last you can see the signature. That means you can see three different types over here. That means the first one is a greeting. You can see this hi is a greeting, and the second one is a text, and the entire one is signature and the address. This total is called a email body. This total is called a email body. This is a email message component. Here you can see the email header. The first one is the email header. In this email header, you can notice the from address and the to address. Here, from address and the to address is that mail address will be appeared here. That means here I am writing the mail address as chambers@gmail.com, and to address from whom you are sending the mail. That means I am sending mail to chambers.bsc@gmail.com. This is the from address and this is the to address. And the next one is subject. And here I am entering the subject as timetable. Here I am entering the subject as timetable. Or you can enter the subject related to your content, or you can write something in your subject. Why you are mentioning the subject over here means that without opening the mail, by seeing the subject only, they can notice what is this mail. Or if you didn't create any subject means this will be a blank over here. And for this blank, again you have to go into the mail and open that mail and check over there. If you created some subject over here means without opening the mail also they can notice whatever the mail that forwarded or sent by whom. And this is a subject. Here I am created the text as how are you, or here I am changing the greetings and text over here. That means I am creating the text as that means I am creating the timetable like this, or Monday English, and or you can create the date wise also. Other if you want to create something means timetable means here at the 20 is the English exam, or 21 is the ICT exam, 22 you can write the Telugu exam. For the sample purpose only here I am created the timetable for the 3 subjects only. This is a sample just for example only. And here I am created the subject as timetable. For this subject and the content whatever I am written in the text box, that will be matched. Here the subject is one thing and the content is another, means it won't be matched. According to this content only we have to create the subject. By seeing that subject they can notice what is that mail. Here CC and BCC. The difference between the CC and BCC I will be discussed in the next topic. Here just I am writing the CC and BCC mail, and this is the chambers.bcom@gmail.com, and here for BCC, if you want to leave this CC and BCC as an empty means either you can leave it as an empty. Here I am writing and degree 20@gmail.com, and here date, whatever the date, that means if I send mail ID today means today date will be appeared. That means here I am writing the date as 26/2020, and with time also it will be displayed over here. Here the time also mentioned over here. For example, I am writing the time also. This is the email message component. Here you can see the from address, and the second one is the to address, from where the mail is coming or from whom the mail is coming, and the subject is the timetable. According to the text only I created the subject, and CC BCC I will explain you in the next topic, and this is the date over here. For example, if I send the mail at today means today date will be appeared, and with time also it will be displayed over here. These are all options or comes under the email header. That means at the email starting only it will be displayed. That means from address to address, CC, BCC, subject, date, these are all will be appeared at the first. That's why this is an email header. And the next one is the greeting. If you want to greet some person means here either you can say it as a good morning or a good afternoon or hi students. These are all the greetings over here. And this is here text. Here I enter some timetable over here. 26/2020 is an English exam. 21/6/2020 is an ICT exam. 22/6/2020 is a Telugu exam. Here just for sample purpose only I created the timetable over here. And this last one is the signature and the address. And here you can notice one thing, this Chambers is a signature and LR Pet and Falcol is an address over here. This or all, that means greetings, text, signature and address or all comes under the email body. These are the two different parts involved in the message component. This is one part and this is the another part. According to this format only the mail will be appear. In some mails you won't notice this one as address and the signature over here. Maximum mails won't be appeared as address and signature over here. Why? Because means at the top bottom only from address and to address also mentioned. No, that's why they won't mention the address and the name over here. For if it is an official purpose means they will mention the name over here. Either if the mail is created by manager means then it will display the manager name over here and the cadre will be displayed over here. For this purpose the signature and the address will be mentioned. If you are creating some mail for your friend means there is no need to enter the signature and the address. Just you can type some text over here or you can type the greetings, and after that greetings you can enter some text over here and send the mail. And these are the different headers and body purpose in the message component. And the next topic is the compose a message. Next one is the compose a message. How you can compose a message means, first of all, create a mail ID and then sign in into that mail ID. After signing, Gmail page will be appeared on your screen. At that Gmail page, at the left side top corner, you can see one option like compose. It will be displayed at the left top corner. After signing into your account mail ID, then this compose button will be appeared on your mail box. That means this is a compose box. Click on this compose box. Then you can see compose dialog box. And here I am signing into the here you can see and signed in into Chambers at gmail.com. I signed in into this account and I am creating a message over here. And this entire mail comes under the Chambers at gmail.com. In that mail ID, I am creating a new message over here. Click on the compose button and to address, and here you can see CC and BCC, and subject, and here you can see an empty space to enter text over here. And at last you can see the options like send with one down arrow key. This is a button. Send is a button. And you can notice some options like some symbols over here, and this is an attachment symbol, and you can see some options over here. That means some symbols will be appear. Just I am entering the symbol names over here. I didn't draw any diagrams over here. Insert link or some more options. Discard. Discarded draft, and some more options over here. And this is the appearance of the compose box. Here, at the first starting, you have to notice the to address over here, and this is a to address. If I want to send mail to the chambers.bsc, means here I have to enter that mail address. I want to send mail for the chambers.bsc. That's why I am entering here chambers.bsc at gmail.com. If you want to create CC and BCC, means here click on this CC option. Then here CC will be appeared. Again click on the BCC. Again BCC will be appeared over here, and this is the subject. And then, what is the difference between CC and BCC? First of all, I have to show the CC full form and the BCC full form. Here, CC means carbon copy. CC means carbon copy. And the second one, BCC means blind carbon copy. Carbon copy and the blind carbon copy. What is the use of carbon copy and the blind carbon copy? Means here if I want to attach some mail IDs over here, means if I want to send this mail to another person, means I can enter the mail ID over here. That means one copy I am sending to another person. Then blind carbon copy. Difference between the CC and BCC is blind carbon copy won't be appeared to some other persons which we are involved in the CCC and the to address. Here, for example, I am logging into the chambers@gmail.com and I entered the chambers.bsc@gmail.com in the to address, and then here in CC chambers.bcom@gmail.com and chambers.degree20@gmail.com. I entered here CC and the BCC over here, and if I opened the chambers@gmail.com, means here I can see in this mail I can see from address, to address, CC and BCC. The sender can see this option, and here I opened this mail ID, that means chambers.bsc@gmail.com. I opened this mail ID, that means chambers.bsc@gmail.com, and he can see from address, to address, and CC only. And he didn't see the BCC name over here. And next I am opening the chambers.bcom@gmail.com. And this person can see from address, to address, and CC. And BCC also disabled here. And next mail is chambers.degree20@gmail.com. And he can see the from, to, CC, and BCC. Here, this is the login mail, and he is sending mail towards this person, and he can see the from address, to address, CC, and BCC over here. And this is a to address, and he can see only from address, to address, and CCC. He didn't see the blind carbon copy. Blind means it won't be appeared here. And the next one is CC. And for this person and this person, they won't see the BCC what we are entered. For example, if you want to make it hide, means you can enter the mail IDs over here. If you want to appear the mail IDs for all other persons, means you can enter the mail ID over here. If you want to send a message at the purpose of hiding, means you can enter the mail over here. That means to whom you are sending the copy, they won't know. For whom you will know means this blind carbon copy person will see from address, to address, and CC over here. And this person also, that sending person also can see over here. The received person, that means blind carbon copy received person, and the sending person only see the mail which the mail ID is entered into the BCC, and the remaining persons 2 and CCC won't be appeared here. This is the difference between the CC and the BCC. Here subject, you can enter some. Here I am enter in exams over here. Subject is an exam, and I can enter some text over here. Here I am entering the subject names as English, Telugu, and some etc. computers, that means ICT, and another subjects like computers and maths and etc. These are the different subjects I entered over here. And if you want to send this mail ID, means click on the send button. Here you can see that one down arrow mark over here. If you click on this down arrow mark, you can see the scheduled time. That means if you want to send this mail for later, means that means if you want to send this mail after some time, means click on the scheduled time. If you want to send this mail at the time, means click on the send option. After use means scheduled time, and then you can send the mail. Here you can see one symbol like over here. This is an attachment symbol. This is an attachment symbol. If you want to attach files or documents or folders over here, means click on this symbol. If you click on this symbol, one dialog box will be appeared over here. In this dialog box, you can see the locations over here. That means at the left side, you can see the locations. That means desktop, documents, and etc. And here file name and type, and here OK and cancel buttons will be appeared at the last. And if the file is in the C drive, means click on the C drive, all the files will be appeared at the right hand side. Click on the file name or file and go for the OK button, or you can enter the file name over here, or you can enter the file name and click on the OK button. Then the attachment will be comes into this text box. And then the insert link. If you want to insert some links, means click on this option and insert link will be appeared in the text box. And if you want to go for the more options, click on the more options. And at last, after selecting the all options in this compose dialog box, click on the send button. The mail will be sending. And here at the left side corner, bottom corner, you can see one message like sending mail. And after sending that mail, at the top corner, you can see the view message over here. By sending also, it is giving some notification like sending mail after receiving view mail or mail here. And in inbox also, the number will be increased. For example, up to here 22 unread messages are appeared in your mail, means this is the new message. That means this is a new mail. Then the count will be increased over here. That means 22 will be increased into 23, including this new mail also. This is the way to send a message to another person. Just click on the, first of all, login into the mail ID and then go for the compose option. This dialog box will be appeared to address. If you want to create some CC and BCC, means add the CC and BCC mail IDs also, or if you don't want to create any CC and BCC messages, means just click on the to address and give the mail ID over here and enter some subject over here and enter text, and at last click on the send option. If you want to attach some file, means click on this attachment symbol and go for the dialog box over here and select the file, whatever the file you want to select, select that file, or if you want to type that file name, means enter the file name over here and last click, or at last click on the OK button. This file will be appeared over here. For example, if you click on the ICT, means if you click on the ICT document, means select this one and click on the OK button. Here you can see ICT document over here, and this will be loaded. After loading only, it will be open to the another person, and wait until this document will be loaded. And at last click on the send option. These are the different options to create a message. These are the different steps to create a message over here. And the first one is the email address, and the second one is the domain name, and the third one is the email message, and the last one is the compose a mail. Up to here, I hope you understand. Thank you.